Alright, we're going to look at how to open iMovie and how to start filming in iMovie. iMovie should be at your dock or at your dock at the bottom. I'm sorry. So it's the one with the star with a camera inside of it. Click on that and it should begin opening. It could take a short time depending on how much information you have, how much stuff you have saved. Okay, we're going to show first, we're going to look at how to start recording in iMovie. Over here, bottom left hand side of the middle left hand side, I should say, of the screen. I'm trying to focus real quick. 1 second. There we go. If you click on that, it's going to automatically open your camera. You'll see the camera open in a second. And there you see it. So now you are going to start recording whatever the camera sees. So to do so, right down here where it says capture, we'll just title the event first, because this is the first time I've ever showed you guys how to capture. Click capture and it is now recording, and you can see by the green light up at the top, it tells me it is recording. So we'll spend a few seconds letting it record. For dramatic effect, we'll do some close-ups. We'll do some extreme close-ups. Roll it back out. Okay, we'll do a little one of these things here. Not used as often as it should be in the film industry. And then we're going to slowly zoom back in one more time. Oh, I didn't want you to see my eyes. And we will see one last time the apple with the green light right in the middle. Alright, so when we are finished, you'll click stop, because that's going to stop it. Now up here you see that it's actually generating thumbnails. Once we have finished that, we just close out our camera. And now we have a video loaded in. So now we've recorded our first video and we have it loaded in our library. The library is where all videos are stored. So what's going to happen is we're going to look and we're going to find this. Do you remember what we saved it as? Excellent, we did save it as first. Way to go. So let's say I'm on event 719. Okay, that's not what I want. So I have to find first. I scroll up and down, I find here it is. So now that I have found first, I have my entire video here. We'll listen. So we'll spend a few seconds letting it record. Okay, so there's some footage. That's everything from start to finish that we shot, that we recorded. So what we're going to do now is we are going to learn how to put this into a new movie, how to make this a new movie. Because if you're going to be making movies, you're probably not going to be, at start, you're not going to be doing tons of editing. So you're probably going to start with just shooting the entire thing. You're maybe doing instructions, maybe you're doing directions, maybe you're doing just an addition to the assignment where students can kind of work on that. So what you're going to do is you're going to, up at the top where it says iMovie, you're going to go one over to where it says File. You are going to create a new project. Remember, this was our event library, so these are all new events. This is a new project. New project is what you're going to be working on. This gives you an idea. The drop-down screen gives you an idea of different themes. We're going to go with no theme at all, and we're going to call it First. So we've created that. Click Create. There's no themes. So now we have a blank canvas to start creating our cinematic masterpiece. So let's just learn real quick how to dump the entire video on there. If I click once, it clicks on a certain little scene. If I click twice, it asks me, do I want to look at the clip? Do I want to look at the video, which is the color scheme of the video, the editing process? Do I want to look at the audio? Right now I don't want to look at any of those, but I have to double click and then click done because now it's highlighted all of it. Now you can just hold the mouse down and drag, but it's easier if you double click for me. So now I've got this highlighted. I'm going to drag it up here. Okay, so now I've got the entire footage in my project. I could export this right now and be done. If you are able to shoot and shoot a film, shoot instructions, whatever you're using it for, and you're able to do so without making any mistakes, then you can dump it in there and you can export it and you have your assignment ready. You have your project ready to show to the class. But I'm not that good, and so I need to edit some stuff. Now, zooming in again, this is looking at your clip size. Now the clip's the same clip, but as I move that left, it gets more in depth, right, it gets smaller. As I'm going left, my clip's getting more spaced out. I'm watching it basically the whole clip right there, or I zoom it in to where I'm looking at it at half speed. Now it's still going to play at full speed, but it's actually, for editing purposes, it's actually running through it at half speed. So what I want to do now is I want to cut some of it out. So as I hover over it, if I hit play, over here to the right, I can watch my video. So I'm going to start at the beginning, hit play, or spacebar.
Tells me it's recording. So we'll spend a few seconds letting it record for dramatic.
Okay, so I don't like that spot there where my face showed a little too much. So we're going to go back and we're going to edit that.
Tells me it's recording.
I'm hovering over and it's zooming in. So I'm going to back up a little to see the spot that I wanted to edit out of there. Okay. So as I'm zooming my hand forward here, right there it shows a little too much of my face. We must remove that. So as I start to stand up from the chair, I'm holding the mouse button down and sliding to the right. Everything that I'm hovering over right now, everything that I'm highlighting until my eyes are covered again, that is now been selected, and I can delete that just by simply pushing the delete key. Okay, let me show you that now. By pushing the delete key, watch what happens. It disappears. And I've got an automatic transition built in there. I can change the transitions if I want. But this tells me that this is the end of one clip, this is the beginning of the next clip, but it's going to merge the two together, and watch what happens over here with that transition. You see how they overlap? So now let's watch my video again from the start.
Light up at the top tells me it's recording. So we'll spend a few seconds letting it record.
Okay. So now you didn't see me zoom in, you didn't see my nose, and I feel as if I have something that's a little more presentable to the all of you, or for the all of you, I should say. So I'm going to keep watching through it.
In fact, we'll do some close-ups. Do some extreme close-ups. Roll it back out.
Okay, what I want to do is I want to cut the zoom out out. So once I get to my close-up, excuse me for the sore throat. Once I get to my close-up, I'm going to highlight again, and I'm going to cut all the way down to where it's back here again. Again, once you've selected it, you hit the delete key, and that's gone. Now I want you to watch this as well. Look at the time. Right now, I've selected 7.5 or 7.2 seconds of a 50-second video. When I delete it, my video is now 42 seconds. So it's keeping a time of, or it's keeping a track of what time is in the video, what time is left, how much there is. So let's stop there for a minute, and I would like for you to record yourself, make a little video, and cut some pieces out, and then we will come back together in a few minutes for some more excitement.